Hey, you guys, it's Voluptuously Skinny, and I am checking in with you and getting rid of this regain. I'm still working hard. How are you guys doing? I hope that you are doing well as too. And let's get started with my check-in. So let me go back a little bit for those of you who are just joining us or who new to this channel. But I was 370 pounds at my highest and had vertical sleeve gastrectomy on September 16th, 2015. And at that time, I was 326 after the liquid diet. And then after having lost some weight, just trying to change my methods of eating. So I was 326. I got rid of a total of 225 pounds and got down to my goal weight of 145 pounds. But then I settled at about 165 pounds because 145 pounds, I was probably a bit too thin. But during COVID and after my mom passed away, I ended up regaining 91 pounds and got up to 256 pounds. So I did a 21-day made to crave activity with my friends here on YouTube or devotion, and lost weight there. And then had actually 4 weeks prior to that had already started deciding, okay, I need to get rid of this regain. What do I do? So just decided to go back to the basics. I was eating 1,000 to 1,200 calories a day. Actually, I started off with even lower than that because I was trying to do my, what are these called? Protein shakes. And so I started off a little bit lower than that. And I gave up candy. I stopped going out to eat during that period of time. This is 30 days I chose. I wasn't going to eat any candy. I wasn't going to go out to eat. I wasn't going to eat any junk food. I was just going to follow the program that was originally set by our nutritionist and the program in general for bariatric, and ended up getting rid of during those 30 days. And then our 21-day devotional ended up getting rid of almost 30 pounds. And so I was down to 226 during our 21-day, at the end of our 21-day devotion, and then stayed at 226, between 226 and 228. But I was still doing a lot of those same things. I was kind of going out to eat sometimes, but not nearly as much as I was, like every blue moon. And then every now and then we go to the movies and we'd have popcorn or something like that. And so I'm thinking, why am I just stuck here? But then we know about these plateaus. So I figured after those 30 pounds, it was just a plateau. So I decided to try and shake things up a little bit. So I decreased my calories, and then I increased my calories on a few days and just tried to shake it up. I increased the carbs and lowered the carbs. And then guess what happened? Nothing. My weight was still the same. It was between 226 and 228. So I decided that I wanted to do a water challenge with one of my friends. And she had agreed. She had bought a 32 ounce, and I decided to buy this big old thing. It's 64 ounces, so it has our day's supply of water. It has the little reminders on it and the little times. Now, mind you, I have bought water bottles before, and they were just not, I mean, I would drink from them, but then I would end up leaving them somewhere. I wasn't really interested in them. I lost interest in them. But this one, for whatever reason, it's the smallest little things that you got to find that work. This right here has worked for me. So I've been drinking from this about 2 weeks, and I'm still going strong. And guess what? After I started drinking that water, within the first 3 days, I had lost 5 pounds. It was gone. That water weight, all that water and fluid that I guess I was holding on to, it was gone. So I ended up breaking my plateau by just drinking more water. Imagine that. So I was excited by that. And now I am currently 218.6. And so I am down a total of 38 pounds of that regain. And I am excited about it. 38 pounds, y'all. 38 pounds gone. And now I'm just working on my final pounds. So let me tell y'all what has been happening with me. I've shared with you guys that I have bipolar, and I go through these like ebbs and flows, like ups and downs, ups and downs. And it really kind of sometimes can get the best of me. And so I ended up being in a slump for quite a little while. And I'm actually just kind of pulling out of that. But I feel so much better. It just really makes you feel tired, lethargic. You just feel exhausted. I know all of those mean the same things, but I mean, you just feel that exhausted and tired and just, I, I don't know. It's hard to explain. It's hard to explain, but you just don't want to see the world. You just want to be within yourself. So I was in one of those. I'm kind of coming out of that now, thank God, and looking and at the future more hopeful. So I ended up also going to have an EGD. I had an upper GI with barium, and then I also had a colonoscopy. My first one. Don't have to do that for another 10 years. But my issue has been that I've had acid reflux. Uh-oh, my pups. I've had some bad acid reflux since I started the surgery, and it doesn't really matter almost what I eat. It just, somebody's trying to call. Okay. And it doesn't really matter what I eat. I can eat healthy foods. I can eat good foods, bad foods. It really doesn't matter. That acid reflux just rears its ugly head. And so I was given a omeprazole, and I take that twice a day. But even with that, when I did the upper GI with the barium, even with medication, the reflux was still happening. And I went, and the doctor said that it could only be resolved one way. And you guys who are familiar with the bariatric world, and if you're familiar with the vertical sleeve gastrectomy and the acid reflux, then you know that the only way to fix it is by bypass. So I was told that I will be getting a bypass to fix the acid reflux. But because that doesn't change my mindset about getting rid of this regain, because you never know what will happen during the course of those times where you're going through that whole process again, I'm still working on getting rid of the regain. So I'm still here and I'm still available. And I want y'all to know that that's not, it's not the end all be all, that you have to do another surgery, or that you have to resort to, you don't have to resort to another surgery, or you don't have to just give in to the fact that you're just going to be stuck with that regain. You don't have to be. I am down 38 pounds of my regain. So that's almost half of what, well, a little over a third of what I had gained back. And I'm super excited about it because my clothes are fitting better. In fact, my clothes are getting too big. They're getting too big. My face looks better. I was looking at, I wish I could show y'all. You know what? Hold on. I'm going to get it and show you guys. I want to show y'all my passport photo. So let me go get it real quick. Yeah. Okay. All right. So let me show y'all my passport photo and what it looked like compared to what I'm looking like now. So you can kind of see what I'm talking about when I said I had gained a ton of weight. Let's see if I can focus in on that. I don't know if all my information is in there or not. Let's see. It's got a glare. But if you can see, I looked miserable. Look at me. And look at me now. So, you guys, there is hope. There's hope. And I'm thankful that I can see that in this moment. In this moment. So, that's how we're going to take it moment by moment. But there's hope. I wasn't surprised that he was going to tell me that that was going to be the case, because there's one teacher at my school who, she's had issues and ended up having it done. And then just through the forums, I read it. And I don't know if that's why I left it so long, but when Tracy Braxton died of esophageal cancer, it scared me a little bit. And I thought, girlfriend, you better go get this acid reflux checked, because it would get so bad. I think I've shared this with y'all before, that it would come through my mouth, my nose. It would wake me up in the middle of the night. Matter of fact, last week I ate 2 wings, and just little hot wings from Walmart, which really aren't very hot. They're not really even spicy. And they gave me such bad reflux. Even after taking the medication, I had to go and take another medication. So now what he has me doing is just taking Tums during the day. And then I take my omeprazole in the morning, and I take another one at night to try to keep it at bay. But I'll take Tums to kind of help me with that as well. So that's where I am. Y'all know I've always been transparent with you guys, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And yeah, it's always a challenge. It's always something trying to get you down. It's always something trying to get you out of the will of God. Like they said at church on Sunday, that's the most important thing for believers, to be in the will of God. And so it's always something. The devil works hard at trying to get you out of that will. And so I think that with the adjustments in my mood, I had a major theft happen, and I had, somebody use my name, and my license got suspended. I mean, just all kinds of stuff trying to happen. And it ain't nothing but the devil. It's nothing but the devil. So anyway, I'm back, and I am here today just sharing with you guys where I am right now, and just to keep encouraging you to continue to go through this journey. Fight for what is yours. It's your right to be healthy. It's your right to be happy. It's your right to live life to the fullest and not be restricted by weight or by thoughts of that get you down and that pass judgment upon yourself. Y'all, I'm learning this. Y'all, I'm preaching to myself. So don't think I'm just talking to you. I'm really preaching to myself. And most times I'm making these videos, it's really for me. I want to help other people, but it holds me accountable as well. And it helps me to heal on the inside, so that what manifests on the outside is the glory of God and the light of God. So anyway, you guys, I just wanted to check in with y'all. I don't want to talk too long, but I'm down 38 pounds in total. And I just want to keep encouraging y'all. If y'all have any questions for me, I try to read every single comment. I will do my best to make videos on what you guys suggest, or to answer any questions that you have. So don't hesitate at all to ask me what you guys need to ask me. Good, bad, and ugly. I'm going to be transparent with you. Hey, I got to see my pup, one of my pups. Say hi, Brown Brown. Say hello. Say hello, Brown Brown. Say hi. Uh-oh. Della wants some love too. Come on, Della. This is Corey's pup right here. My little rascal. Let me see. All right, Brown. So, but anyway, I love y'all. Y'all keep praying for me. I will keep praying for y'all. Peace out, babies. Mwah.